Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the... Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having a good day. What's up, Mr. Artist over there? How are you? I'm okay. And quite nice morning. Did some house chores and some brekkies. Now I need to finish off this Super Skrull grind. What's up, Whipper? How are you doing? Johnny Utah, what's up, man? And we run, and well, everybody else still sitting there lurking. We need to get moving because yeah, I want to get this grind done and dusted. Perhaps if I have some time later today, catch some milestones from other arenas and then hopefully make some cool videos. I actually have very interesting discussion video piece planned about mutant class. Everybody strongly believes mutant class is the best one, and I think mutant class is awesome. But like, anyways, we can talk about it. I'm not gonna get through all of that. But yeah, I think that's gonna be a very hopefully discussion encouraging video. But yeah, we need to finish this off. When I finish this round, I should be somewhere thereabouts at like 50 million points, I think. And I think that should be pretty much safe for this Super Skrull boy. Plot twist. Ah, Benny Dorfman. That's a nice plot twist over there. Fair enough, yeah. I can understand why you changed it. It's up Adweight. Sunnymean Nightcrawler with Spry. What about Sunnymean Nightcrawler Spry? Get him to switch stances or bring in a wave counter. Where's Mando? Well, Mando is asleep, my friend. Mando is never on these earlier streams. It's like very early for them. What's up, AJ? Ajay Pradeep or AJ? How do you like that to be pronounced? Ajay, AJ, or just Pradeep? Mr. Pradeep. How about Mr. Pradeep? Got a question. Should I rank 5 5-star APOC or rank 5 5-star CGR? I think APOC is probably somewhat wiser. Generic 6-star to Doom or Nick Fury, both rank 3, prestige difference 200 or so. I would still probably myself go with Doom. I'm gonna explain that. I'm actually gonna make a video as well. Like I made those videos about what better, like SIG 1 or SIG 20 champions rank. Like I made videos about what better Unawakened champions rank. I'm also gonna make a video about how to rank for prestige and what should be your approach there. And yeah, I'd go with Doom in short, but if you want to hear the full long answer, then you're gonna have to wait for the video then. The first, AJ. Fair enough. AJ is good. By the way, for members, I know I talk too much sometimes on these streams and do not do enough grinding, but for members, we do have a new exclusive emoji added because we hit the member cap a couple days ago. And there we go, a baby eye Hulk with a huge eyes. So that was the emoji next in line, and next emoji is coming, I believe, in about 10 more members. Hope your morning going chill? Yeah, I am quite alright, can't complain. I'll message you after the stream. I'll try and help you sort. I'll try and get you sorted, Mr. Puppy. Thoughts on Odin? Well, I don't know anything about Odin yet. I haven't seen his abilities. Ankit's definitely grinding for MCOC. Yeah, he looks quite crazy good. I will be grinding for him as well. Now that I'm at home, I'll probably end up grinding for pretty much every champion, to be honest. But yeah, he does look intriguing. If his playstyle comes together well, if his numbers are right, he could potentially be very good champion. But about Odin, we do not know his abilities yet, so I know nothing. $42 million could make it. I'm not sure. I think he's gonna go somewhere in low 40s. I'm not sure if 42 is enough. I think he's gonna go kind of in low 40s, somewhere there. But I'm not 100% sure, obviously. I'm not the best arena prediction guy. Hope morning's going chill. Yeah, morning has been actually quite good. I just had some Fruit Loops. I actually quite like those Fruit Loops. I didn't expect myself to like Fruit Loops as much as I do. Because you can't get them here. Like last week was the first time in my life I actually tried like proper American Fruit Loops. Because you can buy them in Sainsbury's. And man, they were quite nice. I like them. Who designed that eye Hulk emoji? It was White Mommy, the same guy who designs a lot of stuff for the channel. If you think you can find a better eye Hulk emoji, I'm all ears. I think I have seen one very cool eye Hulk emoji as well, but it's okay, let's say it's subject to change if somebody presents me with a better one. Mango seems like scary when you read him. Yeah, he does seem quite scary, I agree with that. And he's like a big ugly monster in itself, so there's that too. Do you think Mangog is what Hood should have been? I think no, I don't think Mangog is what Hood should have been. I think somehow somebody in Kabam office looked at Diablo and said we need a second version of this champion when they designed Hood. Fluffy Pig Monster on my Discord. Okay. I'll message him right now. There we go. You happy now? Pew, 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 pew! I just asked him. Hey, what's up, Near? How are you doing? What's up, Richard? Hope you guys are well. Alright, so there's the Nick Fury, and I bring in Corvus and Aegon with the guy. Sure. Why star Red Max, does he need his awakening? He kind of does, but he's already very powerful without it. So there you go. If you pulled Magneto, you can straight up rank him and he's gonna be great as is. He does get better with it. Can be very useful and save your ass, but he's definitely worth ranking up even without it. And since it's a 5-star, I'm sure you can find a 5-star awakening gem for him at some point in the near future. He's awesome without it. The awakened ability is actually quite good, and it does help him, but he does a lot of cool stuff without it already. But there we go. So yeah, I think what I started on like 44 million here. It's gonna be interesting to see where we end up. Doing all 6 stars. Hey, what's up, Storage? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Ooh, there was a boo-boo. And there was a bigger one. Look at that bad boy Corvus spanking me. There we go. Sorted at the very least. Oh, Sundays, right? Tomorrow is Monday. New week, new events. Next week's quite, well, interesting, exciting. Lots of stuff happening. Lots of champion buffs going live. So, Red, how are you doing? How's my day been? Well, it's only like midday. Morning of the day was quite good. On Sundays, me and my girlfriend like to kind of lie in a bit. So we don't set alarm and we kind of wake up when we wake up. We got out of bed at like 9. Then I made my girlfriend some breakfast and made some breakfast for myself. And did some few bits around the house. Had a shower and here I am. Oh, and I uploaded the war video. I actually had it recorded last night and just didn't want to like upload too much. Because I think Friday I went a bit over the top. I think Friday I had like a live stream and 7 videos out. What are my thoughts on 7.2? I haven't played it and I actually haven't looked at it properly, but I haven't heard anything like too critical about it. I have heard that it's harder, which I think it should be, because if you look at Act 5 and Act 6, both there are huge difficulty increases from like 5.1 to 5.2. Nobody's asking how do I deal with 5.15, something like that. Everybody's asking how do I deal with 5.24 or Collector. And same in Act 6, nobody's asking how to deal with 5.1 something. Everybody's stuck on 6.2. So I think 7.2 is going to be harder, and it should. I just hope it's still fun, like 7.1 was. The joy I got from completing Act 6 yesterday, got murdered by the Pulse, 6-star Mo and Ultron, 5-star Mr. Fantastic Tiger. Well, the 5 stars are actually not too bad. Classic Up Marvel from Cow. Okay, so because the 5 stars, you got Tiger and Mr. Fantastic. Those are very good champions to have, especially if you didn't have Mr. Fantastic before. He's very useful. So underrated. Disagree beside 625 and 626. I found 6.1 easier. Oh, you mean? Well, maybe. I don't know. I think general consensus out there is that Act 6.2 is much more difficult than 6.1. And I personally think so as well. I think that 6.1 isn't much of a hassle at all compared to 6.2 with all the gates and restrictions and everything else. Maybe just me, but it's perfectly fine to disagree there. When you have both of them awaken. Okay, fair enough. In that case, never mind. Yeah, it wasn't great. What's up, Dominus Mao? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I understand what you meant. You said you found 6.2 easier. I don't think I did at all. But that's why it's always healthy to discuss and hear other people's opinions. Hi everyone. Well, everybody say hi to Dominus Mao. It was very nice to say hello to every single one of you, so just type in hi Dominus. I just had the weirdest tingles. My back massager just like finished its course, like kind of high intensity course. I do wear like, I don't think I should show it on camera, I think, but yeah, I'm not gonna show my hairy belly, but I do wear like well, basically back support, but this one's quite cool. I got it from like Boots Pharmacy, where it's not just like a back support belt, it also has like a control pad that you can take off and put on. And there are like electrodes on your back, and then it also like electrocutes your back, and it kind of helps to deal with pain quite often. And yeah, so I randomly like turn it on for like half an hour, 20 minutes, and I had it on as I started the stream, and I just finished, and I'm like, oh, I kind of like that. 6.1 is long and tedious, but 6.2 is so annoying. Yeah, 6.1 is very long and tedious. I agree with that. Yeah, okay, that might also be true. Hey, what's up, alright?
My man! Hello there.
Well, there we go. Yeah. So it's very easy. Drop 1 heavy attack. Oh wait, I didn't get frenzy. Okay, drop 2 heavy attacks in this case, and now go ham. So this is next destination if I want Thronebreaker, right? I have solid champs for each class apart from science. Yeah, I'd say so. 613. What's so bad about 613? I think 613 was like one of the easier ones. Is that the very, very long one? Oh, crapsies. Okay, let's pay attention to this fight. Wonderful. Clear they learned some lessons. Yes, it is quite clear. Just the important thing is that they do not forget what they learned and they stick to them. Do you think about 3.3 recall plus full suicides plus 5.5 assassins for all potions farming? Yeah, you can do that if you can kind of like... Okay, here is the thing. Doing that is pointless if you have to change your mastery setup frequently. If you can maintain that mastery setup for like a week or so, then it has worth. Because otherwise you're gonna spend more units changing the masteries than the benefit of any extra pots that you get. So if you can look for about a week or maybe 2 weeks where you can consistently grind those potions and you don't have to do anything that would make you remove that mastery setup, yeah, it makes sense, it's worth it. But other than that, probably not. Kind of pressing on my stomach, actually a bit too much now. Need to make it lighter. Okay, let's go like this. Let's go like this. Am I grinding for trash character? Because it's quite easy. And because I'm at home now. And why not? First of all, I like getting champions that I don't have. That is a big thing. I think a very big part of this game is collecting champions, right? That's one thing. Second thing is, what if we're wrong about it? Or what if he gets a value update in the near future? Or what if he turns out to be very, very useful for something in specific and people start ranking him up? Like, don't worry, Corvus, when he came out, went for 13 million because everybody said he's trash. And then those same people who said he's trash and didn't grind for him spent next year praying to God of pulling Corvus from a 5-star crystal. You get me? And the third thing is because I am a YouTuber. Now, officially, I can say that technically I count as a full-time YouTuber. And I make videos about champions. I can't make a video about a champion if I don't have the champion. I don't think he's really that bad at all. I just think he's too complex. And his rotation isn't realistic. So I don't think he's good enough to, like, let's say Ghost, right? Ghost had crap damage and crap utility, nobody will learn how to play her because she's quite hard to play initially and learn how to play her. She was not special. If Ghost was as good as what's a perfectly average tech champion, I don't know, Darkhawk or something, nobody would learn to play Darkhawk or Ghost in this case, and that's it. Like, she would wither in obscurity. But because the payoff is very good, people accepted that tricky playstyle is something that you need to learn. Super Skrull isn't good enough to learn his playstyle and rotation. Wanna join content creator beta? I don't know. I kind of like it where I am right now. Like, have you noticed, for example, that there are no other MCOC videos out there? Why do you think that is? Because they are not permitted to talk about it. For example, right? Do you think Massacre is worth rank 6 or rank 3? Is an option. I have a 6-star rank 2 and I like my Massacre a lot. I'm not gonna say that he's like amazing champion and on top of the skill class. But I wouldn't say that he's definitely not worth it. The bigger point here is wait till his changes go live and see how he's then. Hood rank 5 Dragonman, Magic or Morningstar? Magic. Choose Abyss Nexus 4. I will all yours. Choose Abyss Nexus 4. And I will open the crystal. Okay, so you want me to pick a class for you, Arian? I don't think that's a good idea, because you know exactly what you want and what you have on your account, so on and so forth. Like what Awakening Gems you have, what TF5CC you have, what champions you already have, how many good or bad pulls are there, how many champions in each class you would be happy or wouldn't be happy to get. Things like that. All of them are very, 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 very important. Hood rank 5 Running Suicides, Dragonman, Magic or Morningstar? Act 6 Exploration. Okay, probably Dragonman in that case. Yeah, I'd go Dragonman, because Dragonman is a very good answer for can't stuff, won't stuff. Finish 100% Act 6. Thank you for all the guides. You're very, very welcome. I'm glad that you did it. Good job, and I'm even more glad that you found my guides helpful. Again, do not ask me, please, 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 people. Right now, do not ask me questions about Massacre, about Angela, about Civil Warrior, about Hood, whether they are or are not worth it. I will never answer them before the buffs are live and before we actually have much more information about them and we have had a chance to play with them, stuff like that. Anything up until now that I could answer to you is just wildly uneducated and inaccurate answer. Whenever a champion buff gets announced or a new champion gets announced, whatever, wait till those champions are actually in the game, wait till there is gameplay of them, ideally wait till you can play with them yourself. Then decide what's worth it and what's not. Good morning to you as well. How's my grind been? It's quite alright, you know, just slowly but surely.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
How about that, eh? Don't rack up champs until buffs are live, and yes, exactly. Because the champion might look insane, but if the numbers aren't good enough, then they might not be worth it. Or like, look at what difference number change made to Mole Man. He didn't get any new abilities at all whatsoever, but it's night and day. And in the same case, if the playstyle doesn't come together well enough, the champion is also not going to be used. So there's a lot of things to consider. Okay, that was my belly beep. Don't be alarmed, anyone. That's my belly beep. You can take off the panel. Kind of like magnetically strapped on the belt, and then you can control what kind of massaging things you want. I really hope you do Colossus Abyss path at 35k subs. He'll be surprisingly good, I feel. I kind of want to do one, yes, as well. I want to do Colossus Abyss run. What's up, Mohammed Usman? How are you doing? Hey, Mohammed. Hey, psst. Mohammed.
Give me your fucking money!
Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't need any of your money, guys. I'm perfectly good. So long as you guys are here, that's the best thing ever. Oh, come on, you jerk. I'm a cyborg. Well, maybe, Helly. Maybe. Maybe Hood will be better, but that's not quite the point here. And again, like I have like no personal stake in change of Hood. My 6 stars rank 1, my 5 stars like rank 3. I never used Hood for much, and I'm not the biggest fan of him. And from my point of view, Hood might become significantly more useful champion, but that is absolutely not the point. The point is, if you are trying to mess with champions that are used, because Hood is not Groot, Hood is not Iron Man. People actually rank, like, and invest and use that guy. And if you're taking away core utilities and making sure that some of the most important fights that the champion was able to do will not be able to be done with him anymore, then that's not a buff, it's a change. You're making... It's again, like I said yesterday, it's like, imagine if you have an apple in your hand and Kabam comes to you and says, we're gonna buff your apple. in your head you think I'm gonna get a better apple, or I'm gonna get more apples, or I'm gonna get a bigger apple, or I'm gonna get a tastier apple. But they take away your apple and give you a banana. Problem is, what if you don't want a banana? What if you like your apple, right? It's kind of like, imagine you rank up Gwenpool. Gwenpool is a perfect middle of a tier kind of character that's not really all that used anymore, right? Imagine if, because Gwenpool for a while was one of the best answers for Thing boss in Alliance War. When Thing boss was really hard to deal with, Gwenpool was pretty much one of the better counters. And now imagine a situation where you take up your Gwenpool to rank 5 as 5-star to deal with Thing boss in Alliance War. And 2 months later, Kabam says they buff her. And then they take away her ability accuracy reduction. And then they take away her bleed, but they give her shock and they give her regen or whatever. Fact of the matter is, you can't use Gwenpool to defeat Alliance War boss anymore. Which was the reason in the first place why you invested in Gwenpool as a character. And it doesn't necessarily mean that Gwenpool is better or worse now, it just means she's a completely different champion. Here's the problem if you take away core utility of a champion that is used, maybe not by many, but by some. And it's a very slippery slope. What if the next champion, as I said, is Gwenpool that somebody ranks for a Thing boss? Or what if the next champ that quote-unquote needs a tune-up is something like, I don't know, Corvus Glaive, swap his immortality for something else. Right? It's not on, and if we are okay with them doing it, then it can lead to very, very nasty situations. Not just for the people who like Hood. Because right now, obviously, the people that are outraged most are the ones that really like Hood, but you don't know if it's going to be your favorite champion next. Like, you know what I mean? Oh. APOC or Professor X to rank? I don't know. It's a tricky one. You really need to look at what you want to do with your champions and who would help you more in like specific situations. I kind of think I like Professor X maybe a bit more. I'm not sure. I really enjoyed the live session, but I got study hard because tomorrow is your exam. Well, best of luck in your exam, my friend. Hope all goes well for you. Think Hood will detonate Hex damage harder. Oh yeah, he's definitely, by the looks of it, going to deal a lot more damage. But here's another problem though. Alright, there's gonna be another problem with that detonation, because his bullet mechanic is kind of like Diablo, where he can just stop working in the middle of the quest. If you do not have buffs to stagger, at some point in the quest he will just stop working because he's gonna run out of bullets. And that is going to be another problem. So I think even that new mechanic is having like quite a lot of inherent flaws in it, if you will. Good early stream? Well, quite early, yeah. Just need to do the last set of round. Last set of arena. What's up, Elk? What's up, Billy? How you doing? What's up, Integral? Welcome. Best specialist, go on. I don't know. Magneto does not counter Killmongers, I think. Because Killmongers are metal, so no. I don't think Magneto counters Killmonger. I'm quite sure it doesn't. I might be wrong, but I don't think it does work. Hey, what's up, Spartans? How am I doing? Hey, Spartans.
My man! Hello there.
Also, remember...
Don't be rude.
How is it going? It's alright. Not too bad. How many subscribers for you to do 2020 champs abyss run? I don't know. I wasn't planning on doing one, but it would be quite interesting, to be honest. We'll get there when we get there, though. It is a quite decent idea, though, because I think I have some of 2020 champions that could potentially squeeze through a path. Like, I could do Apocalypse. Wait, Strife is 2021, so never mind. Because I said if I rank up a 5-star Strife and take in Apocalypse, and then for Mutant I could use either. For Mutant I'd probably use for Mystic I'd probably use either Sorcerer Supreme or maybe Longshot. And because I have rank 5-star Longshot or Sorcerer Supreme, and I think it could be done. On a base. What's up, Sad Cat? Last play for... Yes, this is the last run for Super Skrull. Okay, all yours. Choose the Abyss Nexus for... okay, ultimately... okay, choose the Abyss Nexus. Go with Mystic. So, Mr. Bonsal, what are your thoughts on a Korg rework? I think... I hate Korg. Don't want him to be reworked. I want him to be left irrelevant and alone, and I want him to die and wither into nothingness. So I don't want Korg to be reworked. Unless they make him completely different. But again, that would cause the same problem that it is right now with Hood. What's up, Sad Cat? How are you doing? I remember Killmonger and keep refreshing would not work, you think? Not sure. I haven't seen it done. So would you take Corvus? I have seen either Corvus or I think OG Thor being used. I have seen Sorcerer Supreme be used for Killmonger. I think, I'm not sure, maybe I have seen Namor being used, but I have heard Professor X might be able to do that fight too. I definitely need to look into it myself, because it's quite likely that I will be doing that fight myself as well. What's up, Samus? I don't like Man-Thing at all. I kind of do. Man-Thing, I think, is underrated and very, very fun. He's not the greatest champion or anything like that, but he can do some very cool stuff. And on top of all of that, it's just stupid fun. I think if Man-Thing would get maybe a slight love, maybe some number tweak or few extra abilities, he would be very, very good. Do you think Iceman needs to be buffed? Probably, yeah. He's not really relevant anymore. If we're moving into 33 where they're buffing, let's say, Hood, then Iceman is there about the same position. Hi, I just checked YouTube and I saw a solo of Abyss Killmonger by rank 3 Magneto. Ooh, that's interesting. Then I might do that. Odin needs Super Skrull for breakfast. Well, we haven't seen what Odin does yet. But if you mean in comics, then yeah, probably, man. Odin is like OP, man. Oh, come on. Did I get parried like 3 times in a row? Are you serious, you little rat? You little rat. Okay. Let me quickly catch up with the chat. I think some things are running away from me. Which path is easiest for first pass in Abyss? I have all horsemen. Well, then path 1 probably. Path 1 is probably the easiest. Oh, did I miss anything? I don't think it's the same mechanic because Hood can recharge bullets some way up to 42. And Diablo only. Well, it's obviously not the same mechanic, but the same idea that Diablo can run out. Because Diablo can get his potions back with synergies, and especially with the Dragon Man synergy as well. But he can run out of potions and then his abilities stop working. And the same thing can happen to Hood. Okay. Well, yeah, I know what you mean. It's probably not gonna be as bad. It's still, don't get me wrong, it's better version than it is in Diablo, because you do ways how it can work very well. But still, I just find it funny. But yeah, you're right in that. It's not going to be that you use Hood for every single fight. Your side quest is going to be exciting. Yeah, that's gonna be quite cool. 44 million. Should I go for the 4-star feature milestones? It's up to you, man. It's probably gonna go somewhere in low 50s. Sorry, somewhere in low 40s, but I don't know exactly where. You can't format live comments? I don't think you can. Take that video. I'll watch you in the Kazakhstan. Great. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And I hope you enjoy the stream. Zeramunrash channel. Fair enough. Hello. Well, what's up, man? Well, Odin about to catch some 178. I know he's going to be a... Well, hopefully he is. I would really like that. What's up, Sisek? Because Magneto's pre-fight doesn't bypass stun immunity, because if you're stun immune, you're immune to passive or active stun. Same as if you are fully shock immune, you're immune to shock debuffs and shock passives, or any form of shock damage that opponent might throw at you. It bypasses like limber and stuff like that. But you can't bypass stun immune. You can bypass abilities that like shrug off debuffs, and including stuns. You can bypass limber, but not stun immunity. What's up, Summer Bassoon? How are you doing? Was that feature arena cutoff? No clue. Never done it in ages. I mean, like, I haven't done it in years. I heard, I don't know. Probably somebody in chat, can you help us out? What have been the last cutoffs for 4-star featured? Oh my god, Katie, love you, man. Doom is now awakened. Well, haha, congratulations. I am glad it worked out, man. I'm very glad it worked out for you. Which buff are you most excited for? Kind of all of them, to be honest. Maybe if I have to pick one, possibly Soul Warrior, because that's a 6-star that I have duped. Whoopsie. Well, whoopsie or not, but... Okay, hit me, I don't care. Dunzos. You dunzos. Hey, what's up, Prince J? How you doing? Let's check the war leaderboard. What is on the war leaderboard, Mr. Bensal? Soul Warrior is gonna be great. Hopefully. Hopefully he is. I have him as a dupe 6-star and rank 4 5-star, so I kind of like have the most stake in that project there. I do have a 6-star Hood and a 6-star rank 2 Massacre as well, but I don't have 5-star Angela. I think Angela buff possibly could be the most useful. But 44 million in the grind too, should I go for the 4-star? I don't know. I'd probably... okay, be safe, keep on grinding. That's what I say. You probably are safe with 44 million, but you'd hate to put up 44 million and miss out, so... my advice would be just keep on grinding a bit. I'm playing Variant 3 here and I'm able to parry on a stun immune path using his... that might be a bug. You shouldn't be able to stun. You should be able to stun the opponent if opponent is, let's say, debuff immune, but if it says stun immune, then no, you shouldn't. I'm excited for the Soul Warrior buff and Massacre buff. Oh, Massacre is going to be much easier to use now. Massacre is going to be much easier to use, so that's quite alright. Where is that stupid sausage? Here we go. Psycho Man 4-star went for 9 million. There we go. So, I don't know, 10 million? So that's the cutoff for 4-star featured, 9 million. Have 2 rank 5 skill gems waiting in stash for all these skill buffs. I know, skill is getting a bit of love as well, isn't it? Aren't they? So happy with Soul Warrior buff. He's my first ever 6-star, so happy with him, but I'm still gonna wait. Exactly, you always have to wait till you actually see what's happening. Like, you can't just... Oh, he's getting a buff, let's rank it. No, wait till it's live and in the game. On the forum, I like the hood changes. Oh yeah, forum is so toxic, man. And again, in its essence, I think I probably like hood changes because I never really relied on hood's utility, and for me personally, he might be better than he is now. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's wrong what they're doing in the first place. I don't think they should do it. It's nothing to do with whether hood's becoming better or worse. It's everything to do about people who already like hood and use hood, and the fact that hood will now no longer be able to do some of the things that people have ranked hood up for. That's what it's about. Not that I think hood is going to be awful now. He might be great. He might be one of the best mystics. Who knows how it works out and what the numbers are. But it's a different conversation from that. Yeah, it says stun immune must be a bug. Yes, it should be a bug. Can't help but think Soul Warrior buff reminds me of maybe kind of a bit, but I think with Gamora it's a bit trickier because you need to land heavy attacks, and landing heavy attacks is impossible in many situations. I kind of wish his Furies lasted longer than 12 seconds though, because that means every 12 seconds, basically realistically every 10 seconds or every 9 seconds, you kind of have to dash back and hold block. And I don't like that type of rotation. Leaderboard seems kind of wrong for some reason. I mean, ASR can have not even top 3. Oh, yeah. Both of us have had awful seasons. We have lost some serious wars and it's not going great. That's the worst thing about Alliance War as well, is when you kind of realistically lose the chance of top 3 or you're not in a great spot as an alliance, it's very, very hard to shake yourself together to kind of like keep on and fighting. And so you end up losing wars that you normally would win easily. Like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people make more sillier mistakes. Maybe somebody doesn't change the masteries because it takes time. Maybe somebody doesn't put on the big boost. And all of these little things are what make the difference. All of those little things is why some alliances who are more dedicated win more consistently. Not because they're better at the game, because they care more and because they try harder and they understand how it works. And when you take that away, for instance, ASR, like right now, realistically definitely not making top 3, it's very hard to motivate myself, let alone for other people who maybe are not as serious about the game. So that is like the huge, huge difference. And it's really not a nice headspace to be in as an alliance. So 2 years old, I'll stream with 4-star Aegon. I'm planning to do the easy path too. LOL is not worth doing if you have to spend a lot of items doing it. If you mean purely rewards wise. LOL is well worth doing if you can do it very cheap. If you have like a maxed out Aegon or something, or Colossus, and you do the correct setup. If you don't have to spend more than a couple hundred units per path, Labyrinth is so well worth doing. But you're also at the point. It is one of the best places where to gain experience in this game. You learn to intercept a lot better in Labyrinth because of Limber, and you learn to react to many things a lot better because of raids and stuff like that. So yes, I think Labyrinth is something that every player should do, regardless whether you think rewards are or are not worth it. And yeah, you can complete Aegon, Labyrinth with 4-star Aegon, but I do not recommend it now because it wouldn't be worth the resources. It takes about 30 revives per path if you do everything properly. So you can do it, but you shouldn't. You should only do Labyrinth, in my opinion, now if you can do it cheaply. And with 4-star Aegon, it's not going to be cheaply. You can explore Labyrinth with a 4-star Aegon. You can do every path with a 4-star Aegon. But it might not be worth doing. Well, not mine, but it's not worth it. Who is better than expected? Ghost Trio will be. Maybe. Well, I don't think so, actually. Ghost Trio, I think, has lost a lot of ground to individual champions. You really don't see Ghost used that much in the game anymore. What's up, Clint? How are you doing? Actually waiting for your opinion, Kitty, if you're reviewing him. Well, I'm gonna give you my opinion. Don't you worry about that. I'm gonna make video about each and every one of those buffs. So it's gonna be very, very busy days ahead of us. So your guidance 611 and help out tons. I can't seem to find 612 guide. It should be there. It should be there, Elk. I think there should be a guide for pretty much every chapter. If you type in 612 KT1, it should pop up there. Or 6.1 guide or something. It would have stun immune and invisibility cooldown, but they changed it. It has stun immune to invisibility mode, so that's now... Yes, I kind of like that. I kind of like that bit, to be honest. I've been sub for 2 years. For that stream was my first KT1 stream. You mean the Aegon one? That I think was one of the first streams for many people, because that's, well, those are very popular streams. I'll just leave it at that. Which is awesome. I enjoyed them a lot. I just wish I had kind of like better setup back in the day for them. Goes to rank 5, viable, yes. just know which fights you cannot do. Like you can't do Magneto, for example, and a few more. And I don't want to do Act 6.2 or Abyss anytime soon. Fair enough, I guess. You will end up doing them eventually. You realize that, right? Stop near. Don't forget the recently buffed Kingpin requires Hood. Yes, I also am aware of that. So Hood is effectively probably the most important champion that they're buffing this month. I have a big question from my account. I have a 6-star skill awakening gem who is saying for Nick Fury, but I'm not gonna be opening basics. Should I awaken my Thor Rags in rank 3? I can 200 him. Yes, I would. I would. If prestige play is what you go for, I'm actually gonna go and make videos soon about how to rank for prestige and what to do with that. So, in short answer is, I would do that if I can take him to 200. Because when you rank for prestige, there are like kind of two things important. First thing is, ideally you want the champion to be good, but that's not the most important criteria. The most important criteria is that champion kind of like highest in its class. Because you don't want to rank up somebody that's quite good for prestige, but then find yourself needing more prestige and going through the same process again. If you rank up anybody for prestige, you kind of want to do it only once. And that's it. Like, you understand, you don't want to rank up, let's say, I don't know, who's high prestige, Cosmic Dud or whatever. You want to take pretty much the highest prestige option that is out there. Or don't rank for prestige at all. Or if you rank for prestige, then make sure it kind of like is also something that you can use. But if you rank purely for prestige, only rank the highest option available out there at the moment. That's how I looked at it anyways. Hopefully you can find it. Yeah, that's true. Hopefully you can find it. Yeah, that Aegon stream. So I don't have a stable alliance right now, so I just want to do prestige rank and find stable home. Fair enough. And in that case, I would. I think also the fact that you would have like a rank 3 Thor Ragnarok shows that you are dedicated to the whole prestige game, and that kind of like gives you a better chance of getting in a high alliance. Obviously, having higher prestige is the main thing. How many units I would say for easy path? It entirely depends on how well you play and how big your stash is. Like, I did that Abyss path last weekend, and I didn't use any unit outside of mastery changes because I had stashed items and stashed heals and those love juices. So it entirely depends on your stash as well. So there is no right answer. I don't know. If you have a decently big stash, then a couple thousand should be good enough. Nowadays, every month we get more than 7 5-stars. We don't get experience content like Abyss. That is true. We should be getting more kind of like Everest content, in my opinion. Fair enough, Storage. Fair enough. How much units would you... Okay, answer that. So yes, and it's done. Thank you, Lemo. I was having such a hard time deciding. Yeah, and I understand why. Because you really don't want to do that. It goes against like pretty much everything that you like in this game. But if you care about prestige and if you want to progress and kind of like reach higher, prestige is important, and you have to work for it, and you have to work around it, and you have to occasionally make your sacrifices. But the way I look at it often is, I want to rank to get my prestige higher, so I am able to be in better alliances, gain more rewards, and let's say half a year down the line, I can have, let's say, 10 rank 3 5-stars new that I have ranked. Or I can only rank the champions that I like and ignore the prestige thing, get less rewards from alliance and stuff like that, and I'm gonna end up with 5 rank 3 5-stars. You understand? So you rank up for prestige is kind of like a long-term investment, because having higher prestige means you have higher access to like the resources that everybody's looking for. And when that happens, you just end up ranking more champions. So you end up being able to rank the champion that you wanted in the first place, plus another prestige champion, or possibly even more. Pulled 5-star Guilty in 2099, 5-star Nick Fury, and 6-star Torches. Ooh, dude, you have been very lucky. Also have Science Awakening gem, which I'll say for Immortal Abomination and rank him? Yes, that's also a great decision, because I believe Immortal Abomination is highest in his class, and he's also a very good champion. Aegon can literally do all the fights in LoL, but yes, that is true. Aegon can do all the fights in LoL, and he's the only champion in game who can do all the fights in LoL well. Who is the king queen of every... I don't... That's a very long-winded question, but that's a very tricky question to answer. I do not know king queen of every single dot from top of my head. We can go through the list at some point when I catch up with the chat, but I can't answer it on the spot. What determines a character's prestige? Kabam determines character's prestige. It used to be connected to actual in-game stats, but they broke that connection. It used to be connected to like attack and crit rate and a few other things, but that was at the very beginning. Now it's just an arbitrary number that somebody in Kabam decides. Just like they decide what champion's health pool is going to be and stuff like that. What would you do to grow an alliance? Make sure that everybody in the alliance is on the same wavelength, have the same kind of like drive, and unfortunately cut the people who don't. COSStANG or Corvus to rank 3, both not awakened and no Sysmok. In that case, Cosmic Ghost Rider aces. Cosmic Ghost Rider for sure. Both unawakened, no suicides. Cosmic Ghost Rider is what you want. I hope they do not cancel the hood changes due to negative. I do hope they just give him his fate seal and go through his changes. I do hope maybe they slightly reduce his damage, give him the fate seal, which is the main thing that everybody is complaining about, and go ahead with the changes. It would be a very good middle ground. That's what I think anyways, but it doesn't matter what I think. What's up, Nylia? How are you doing? Yeah, exactly. If you ever pull Nick Fury, you'd eventually awaken him anyways, or you would eventually get another awakening gem. But all of these if and eventually and what ifs, you don't need to focus on that. You need to focus on what are the best decisions you can make right now for your account. Obviously, sometimes if you save an awakening gem for 2 years for a specific champion, it will pay off. But chances are, if you're saving like an awakening gem for Nick Fury for 2 years, you might as well get the second awakening gem. That's probably more likely. I think they should add pre-fight to the hood so that you can pick his legacy toolkit. That would also be a good idea. Like that whole bullet thing and more damage. If you want to do that, or less damage and hex seal in his like current set of utilities. Yeah, that would be a good answer too. That would probably be the best version that could happen. Okay. God, my mouth is dry. I've been talking too much. Why don't you guys stop me when I talk this much? I've been talking far too much, and my mouth is dry, and I'm just blabbling away.
Welcome to the internet, your gateway to adventure.
Nor am I particularly fond of you.
What's up, Original Waves? Baby size Lucozade. You must always talk till you die. Have some mercy, please.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Elk, actually, I have a special line of text for you.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Can I get top 10 AQ Alliance with 13k prestige? I don't think you can. I'm not sure, but with 13k exactly, I don't think so. Looks 26. Are you late? You're an hour late, so you late-ish, halfway through, something like that. Good luck, AT. I'm already grinding 2, I'll reach 40 mil. Well, best of luck to you, my friend. Sunspot's worth rank 3, 45. He's an option for sure. I'll go ahead and ask for Lawrence timing out. Very good. God's voice came out of nowhere and said to the internet animal. I'll wait until I see the next 6-star pool. Yeah, that's very important, because currently the 6-star pool looks quite underwhelming with it's gonna have like Strife, Spider, Ham, then it's gonna have like also Jubilee, Psychoman, and Super Skrull, which you do not want, and Immortal Abomination in there as well. Okay, good luck, AT. Thanks. Hey guys, do you think so? Answer that one, I'll go ahead and answer that one. Used to play Hood like mad before I got Doom, and when I heard he's getting buffed, I got happy, but then I was bad. Well, we don't know. Well, again, for many people, Hood probably will be a lot better than he was. Like for me, I didn't need any of his utilities. I never used him for any of his utilities, and I don't have much invested in Hood. But for people who cared about Hood, ranked him up, and used him as he is, this is a very, very shit change. New side quest sounds so nice. Hopefully it's nice. Hopefully it's nice. Stuck on loading screen for past 5 minutes on AW boss. My connection is perfectly fine. It's just, you know, one of those everyday things Kabam throws at you to make your day better. I think the big question is Angela's signature ability. Yes. And also, is it additive or multiplicative? And also, whether, well, how it scales. How it scales is also going to be a big question. Well, it's about 5,000 6-star shots. It's like that almost every month, to be honest. Like every month gives you about 5,000 6-star shots, more or less. So that bit is not like impressive at all. Like, I think I might make a video about new side quest. I do think that Silver Warrior's dashback thing sounds extremely impressive, and that's my biggest fear about him is if his playstyle, because one of the things that I really liked about Silver Warrior is that he was very fluid to play, because you could chain heavies right after level 2 power drain, and you could chain level 2 after his heavies and stuff like that, and all of that was very smooth and very active and very cool. But now you're gonna have to kind of like destroy that smoothness to dash back and hold block, which is something I'm really, really worried about. I would feel a lot better about his buff if those Furies were like 20 seconds instead of 12. Anyone else in chat grinding for 5-star Skrull? I am not sure, you can ask. First time going for a feature? Well, best of luck, my friend. When you use some potions, get Kabam big time, yeah. It really does happen to, I know it's a cliche thing, but it happens to all of us. And the 5-star Nexus, again, like, for some people, I accept that 5-star Nexus is a huge, cool thing that you can be happy about. For me, 5-star Nexus is same as 5-star Basic Crystal, because it's effectively 275 to 500 6-star shots. So, again, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing at all, I'm just saying from my personal perspective, I'm not overly excited for that. But I can definitely see an improvement in that, and I can understand why people are happy for that, because vast majority of the people aren't exactly in the same situation as I am, so that's perfectly fine. And I'm not trying to say that what I think and what I feel matters more than what anybody else says. I'm just saying I'm not looking at the things exactly the same way. And for me, the new side event is just extraordinarily average. Just like every other side event, pretty much. Remember the July 2019 next compensation. Now there's a compensation, just a free. Well, you get the free 2 stars though. You get the free 2 stars though. Cam has a good video about the side quest. I saw he uploaded it and I'm gonna check it out, but many people have been asking me a lot of questions I can't answer, and I honestly haven't read everything about the side event quest. So I might make a very quick video, kind of to shorten it out for people on my channel as well before the event starts, so hopefully today or tomorrow. And why they can't just say free charmer and pre-calls. I know, that would be so much more better, I think, but hey, either way. How much glory you get from 5 days map 7 with epic mode? I don't know. I have never properly looked at it. I genuinely don't know. I'm very bad when it comes to like details and noticing stuff like that. I'm unfortunately quite ignorant to some things in the game. I don't know how much glory you get. To be honest, I'm not sure if I'll have the time to grind for the Nexus. I have the... I'm sure you will. I'm sure you're gonna be able to kind of like just get all of those entry ticket shards or feathers or whatever they're gonna be accumulated, and then whatever you have a day, just spend like a day doing just that. Like, you know what I mean? How is the grind going? Slowly but surely. Can't complain. 3 2 stars for Arena. Yep. And Variant 4. You can use 2 stars from Variant 4. See? All is coming together. It's all coming together. Mine also land in March 10, so I can grind the heck out next month's event. Perfect for you. 48 million. Let's keep on chopping away 48 million. MCOC players be like, let's smash out everything on day 1, and then, well, there's nothing to do for the rest of the month. Well...
You stupid.
They're not.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
And Alio.
This is the comedy police. The joke's too funny.
Hit the like button? Why, yes, pretty please. Do hit that like button. Hit it and quit it. Hit it like you mean it. Tap it and trust it. So excited to detonate some opponent's ass with hex pistols. It could be interesting. It could be very, very good. Again, I'm not saying that Hood is going to be worse champion than he is. I'm just saying he's going to be much different, which I don't think is right if a champion is actively being used. Could be very fun though. Oh, what's up, Manit? How are you doing? I tapped the like button. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. How am I doing again? Oh, I'm doing absolutely... Well, actually, I'm having quite a good day so far. So yeah, I'm doing well. I'm optimistic. Happy. Hype for boss rush next month? Ah, that's gonna be like a 1 hour-ish event, I think. Those boss rushes, I mean, they're cool, they're fun. So yeah, why not? Why not? Let's be hype. Let's be hype for it. Let's be hype. And let's be frank. Bash the like button so hard. Yeah, you can do that too if you want. Quit MCOC on May 2019 and came back exactly a year later. Better than ever? Wonderful. Glad you did. And I'm glad you're here on the stream. Without the boss rush rewards usually, they're meh. But they're very easy to get, so... what you should look at the boss rush is not... Okay, you shouldn't expect anything like you would from like variants and stuff. You should expect basically an hour-longish content that awards something nice, neat. So I think it's like a tidbit of 6-star shards, like a 5-star crystal and something. And just cracked your screen protector. Wonderful. Good job, Mel. Yeah. Device is broken before the smashing. Fair enough. Complete Abyss and got Cosmic Tier 5 CC, and to my luck I have gotten I have Groot champion Kamal Khan. Ouch. That must stink. My condolences there. Sorry about that.
You can't milk those!
6-star Iron Fist from Basic. Basic 6-star, well. Hashtag hope for a buff, I guess. International Women's Day. Yeah, I know. The day to butter women in MCOC. It's unfortunately what must happen for us to move on. Yeah, I don't know why people panic because of the fatal ability that they use once a year, and again, well, you don't know that. Some people use Hood daily. There are people who have rank 3 6-star Hood and who use him as their main mystic. And I don't think you should kind of like dismiss the importance of that. And again, it's about no ability in particular. It's about the fact that he is currently used for something you will not be able to use him afterwards. That's why there is. Does Buffet count like an alpha? Yes. And would Angela be able to counter it? Yes. Yes to both there, aces. Angela would be able to counter Buffet with her sick ability. Putting off variant 6 for the longest time? Why? Well, you haven't been putting it off for the longest time. Variant 6 is the most recent variant. It didn't come out that long, but okay. Yeah, it is quite easy. There are only a couple of tricky parts. But hey, good job, man. Good job. Trunk up Groot to be funny. No, don't do that. Don't trunk up Groot. Or the Duck is the best Havoc counter in the game. I don't think he is, but he can counter Havoc. That is accurate. I have the issue with the word best. Been using Horseman Wolvie for Cabby Q, Mr. Sincerboss. His special one reflects the bleed back on you for free willpower heal. Would work on club. Yes, that would work on clubback as well. Would most definitely work with clubback. Cyclops is an OP Havoc counter. Yes, that is true. Can I do a completion with 4-star? Completion of what? Heard that last year the women designing fights suggested you can only use women champions, but I thought it would be too restrictive. I actually hadn't heard that, but it could be the case. It might be the case, but I didn't know that. Yeah, Koto, I agree. If they just put back the Fate Seal, I think everybody would be at peace with that. I definitely agree with that. Fate Seal was still there, then some people might be slightly annoyed, but nobody would be as pissed off and outraged as they are now. It's mainly because of the fact that without Fate Seal on level 2, he only has staggers, which they also kind of shortened a bit, but fair enough. And staggers do not deal with like permanent buffs, and if any buff is there, you can't nullify with anything else. It's not like they took away Fate Seal and gave him some other nullification abilities. They just took away Fate Seal. So that's the bigger problem there. And it is quite a big difference, because Fate Seal works around like Mystic Ward and a bunch of other abilities that quote-unquote work against nullifications. Sunawaken Silver Surfer was rank 5? No. I mean, if you plan to awaken him, yes. But based on his own abilities, he's not a champion I would rank 5. Whether a completion of Variant 5 with 4-star Doom? Probably true there. I haven't used my 5-star Hood since Act 5. He wasn't there. That might be you, but you say 5-star, but there are people who have 6-star, rank 2 and rank 3 and who use him. Shouldn't judge everybody. You shouldn't judge what is the case or severity about the situation by your personal experience. How's the grind? Yeah, it's alright. Chill. Easy. So Pavel? Wait, I thought his medium special 2 hex pistols were nullified. No! It just puts on the hex, it does nothing. Hex does not mean nullify. Oh, at least I don't think it is. No, it definitely isn't. A lot of, there's a global node in AQ called COMRADE, which says the best champion, Cyclops, will get a free Fury in fights. Yes, that is that. Exactly, near. And yes, his staggers do not stack. That's also a problem. I'm actually getting excited for Angela each day. I think her sig ability might be broken. Me too. I actually have quite high hopes for Angela now. Because she might be quite, you know, desirable lady now. With access to the armor breaks and with ability to possibly deal with every type of damage or time effect. It's quite cool. I like that. And Moonhead stack bleeds. Now he can. He never was used to be able to. But they changed that. Kind of like a mini buff on the down low. To be honest, don't know why the buff changed Angela Hood Massacre when we... Well, that's... Okay, so Koto, I can answer this one. Right. Because the champions like Groot or Iron Man do not need a small tweak or a tiny buff or a value update. They need a complete overhaul. They need a Magneto kind of process where everything about champion is changed from ground up and all of his kit is different. Because some champions like Groot, like Iron Patriot, like Iron Man are just that worthless. But they're doing those basically 2 champions every 3 months. Like next month we're gonna get 2 complete overhauls and they most likely are gonna be like Groot or Black Panthers or whatever. But in between that they do 2 months of 4 buffs in each month, where 2 of them are value updates and 2 of them are minor buffs. And for those you want to look at kind of like middle to lower middle pack of champions which have useful abilities, just nobody uses because those abilities are not good enough. So like Civil Warrior kind of like fits in that perfectly. Because the idea is those champions just need a little bit of a help. The champions that you're talking about need a whole crap ton of help and they need complete overhauls. The next month they're gonna do 2 big overhauls. So next month they're gonna take 2 complete meme champions and they're gonna do the either Magneto or either Daredevil's Hell's Kitchen stuff. But they're gonna take 2 duds for that. Why is Google user mod? Why not? Why are you a mod? Huh? No beta test. No, we do not have betas for these. Okay, to be honest, I did not. There we go. What's up, Miltos? How are you doing? Debuff duration reduction is so good for nodes like Rising Sun, Icarus. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, against Rising Sun, it's not gonna help because those are passives. Just saying. It's not gonna help against Rising Sun, but it's gonna help against Icarus. Overall play count, which should I rank up 5-star, rank 5, or 6-star, rank 2? Depends how many 5-stars to rank 5 stars at rank 5 you have already. I can't face for another. Well, we don't know if it's gonna be Magneto or Daredevil's Hell's Kitchen or something in between. Change topic. And the next huge overhauls for Miles Morales. Well, we know that Black Panther is probably going to be the next month's overhaul, but Miles Morales might be a bit later because they're making him new animations and VFX effects. So Miles Morales might not be the next month overhaul, but even for Black Panther, they never confirmed the timeline. Black Panther and Miles are the 2 champions that we know are going to be getting buffed, but we do not know when. So it could be, could not be. Do you think that someone like Man-Thing could get buffed because he has some neat abilities? Yes, someone like Man-Thing is a decent candidate for like a number tweak change. What do you think of buy? What do you think of buy what? What do you think of buy? On a mistake from duel, got torches twice in a week, first world problem. Oh no, poor baby. Sig 200 dead roll, oh geez, so underrated. Well, I still wish he gets a rework. But still, I know where you're coming from. There was a time in the game where he was one of the best champions. Why didn't they choose the Civil Black Panther first? I don't know. I'm not the one making those decisions. When is the update? It will be either tomorrow or Tuesday. Update is either tomorrow or Tuesday. Buying 3k Cavalry monthly offer each month. Should I do it to save my units for? It depends how active you are in war and if you actually have a use for those resources. I bought that offer last month for the first time ever, and I probably will buy it next month as well. But it's because I really need those 30% boost for Alliance Wars and stuff. And having the shards, the rest of the stuff is kind of like neat. But saving up for July 4th deals and stuff like that, here's the thing that you need to look at. Are you free to play? Because if you spend on this game, which I think you do, judging by the way that you speak, the fact that you're going for featured 6 stars and stuff like that. If you spend on this game, there is no point for you to save units for July the 4th, because the best offers on July the 4th are in the unit packs, and you end up buying the 15 or 20k worth of units anyways, and then you spend them up. It's kind of like, if you're gonna save 15k units for July the 4th and the offers are good enough, you're probably gonna end up buying the unit packs, go up to 30,000 units, and then if you want to buy the unit deals, which are often much worse than the, not often, but are much worse than the money deals, you're gonna spend 15,000, you're gonna go back to 15,000. So saving them up is not really kind of like the point if you are somebody who buys the offers. So there's that. So think about that. You might come on, will update. What do you think about will update complete black? I don't know. I do not know that. And Sandman and Lizard getting added? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't think they fit in this year. I don't think it's gonna happen this year. That's great, man. What's great, Nick? What's great? All the 6-star next I picked Venom or Black Panther, Civil War and Mojo might have been a bad choice. You never know, but Venom is a good option. Don't you ever feel bad about getting Venom. We don't know if it's next month when he gets buffed though. Nobody has said that it's definitely next month. So yeah, one needed comments at me for giving me 6 Iron Fist just before that. Well, again, hashtag buff city. Iron Fist might be good. Almost use everything in that bundle, but I cannot save much units because of it. House spend, I cannot spend much money because my curiosity. Okay, fair enough. So then it's kind of like for you to decide. In that case, you definitely do want to save up for those. But at least for this month, if you need those items in there, then I'd recommend getting them, because you still have several months till July 4th deals come. And as far as unit deals exist, that bundle at the moment is one of the better unit value deals that is out there. Like sucks, last 3 5-stars were Vulture, Hawkeye, and Taskmaster. Replay. Okay, okay. I hope it gets better for you, Nier. I'm sure it will. And that's kind of an interesting part. Now when you pull a crappy champion, you don't know for how long that champion's going to be crappy, because if Kabam keeps on buffing champions, then eventually something that was a complete dud might be insanely amazing. What's up, Nasser? How are you doing? For Act 6 and Act 7, I would say utility is better than damage, but then do meet an opponent with... Well, you still need utilities. You still need specific abilities in like Act 7 and stuff, so... Maybe a good idea to buy the offers and keep units, spend them in gifting. That is what some people do as well, yes. That is a valid option. This might sound whack, but I actually think like Black Panther Soul Work would have been tech because or I don't know, or he could technically even be like Mystic, especially because in comics he like has necromancy and crap like that, so he could also be Mystic. The OG Black Panther at the very least, because OG Black Panther is like King of the Dead. He can like literally control dead people and stuff like that, and, like raise people from the dead kind of thing, and has like mythical abilities and stuff like that. You happy that there is no CAV EQ for such challenge? Yes, I hate that challenge, man. The challenge sucks. Thought on Super Skrull? It's probably gonna be quite daddish champion. My thought on Super Skrull is kind of like similar than Green Goblin. Not the worst champion in the world, but probably not gonna be really used for anything. What's up, Ghost Faint? Best of luck. Thank you very much, Sarandas. Valkyrie and Suffer. I actually forgot about that offer. Vulture and Hawkeye are good, at least, not memes. Vulture has some uses. Yes, actually I made a Vulture guide on my channel. Act 7.2 is about to come, probably in April/May. .2 I think is April/May. Buying the Cavalier offer is useful until completion of Act 7.1. Well, yeah, maybe I hope one. What's the goal for my grind? My goal is to run out of 6 stars and then see where I'm at, and that's it. Well, there is a whole different backstory, because if you judge power levels by comics, then let's say Black Widow would never be able to fight the Hulk, let alone have class advantage. So the whole idea of this and why champions are actually, let's say, competitive with one another, even though they have completely different power levels in different worlds, is that this is kind of like an alternative reality where your actual power level is determined by how much ISO 8 you absorb, and that makes you stronger. So ultimately here, anybody that arrives initially is weakling, and you get stronger by absorbing more ISO 8, and that's kind of like the storyline there, and that's why power levels in comics don't really correlate at all to the realm of contest of champions, to the contest of champions basically. Spider-Man Classic, I think he might get a buff at some point, yes. But they confirmed 7.2 in July? Is it gonna be that late? Are you sure? Went to then collect the EQ with Morningstar against Super Skrull, did a special tune, and now that man doesn't even exist. That is also true. Where can I find Legends Run guide? I want to go off for 6.2, 7.2 Legends Run. Well, there are no guides for those Legends Runs, because nobody has that content. That content isn't out yet. You're not gonna find a guide for it, especially since the Legend system in itself has just changed to something completely different. So there is gonna be no guide for that. The game has nothing to do with comics or movies, basically. Kind of. Except it does have everything to do with comics, because all the characters are obviously based on the comics / and or movies, but the idea is that they are being sucked from alternate realities, and that's where their ability kits kind of come from, whether from comics or based on a movie or MCU or Marvel Comics or whatever. But when it comes to their actual power and how powerful they are in this realm, it's all about the ISOs and catalysts and stuff like that. Yeah, it's kind of like steroids. No, I uploaded war video earlier today, and yeah, ASR is not making top 3 this season for sure. I think I have been like 6-7 seasons with ASR, and this is the second time we don't make top 3, which sucks. Whew. Come on, baby. Don't let me down, you. You beautiful Iron Man. Superior Iron Man. 25k hits? That's not a bad amount of damage. We all know Professor X. Oh, the story about Professor X is a bit different. It's from the House of X storyline, where basically, first of all, the whole point of that initial thing, of that Professor X animation, is the fact that the fight isn't actually taking place in its physical realm. It's kind of like a mental battle whenever you use Professor X. That's what that first animation is for, that Professor X brings you into his mental, well, mind or whatever. That's the first thing there. The second thing that you need to look at there is from the storyline, a mutant called Phantom X basically sacrifices himself and gives his own body to Professor X, so he isn't in wheelchair for that storyline. It's because it's not Charles Xavier body, it's his mind in Phantom X. So there's that. Exactly, my CGR got kicked in the face by OG Black Widow and still get exactly. How many class fragments you get per month? Quite a lot. Quite a lot. Like 4 weeks of AQ, that's typically 20% TF5CC times 4, so it's like 80%, and plus cav EQ, side EQ, that's like another 20, the challenge mode. You get over a TF5 class catalyst just from kind of like doing the top end stuff thing. But yeah, so Professor X shouldn't be in a wheelchair because it's not Professor X in his own body. Kind of like what they did with Professor X after Phoenix killed Charles, so Charles transplanted his consciousness into his brother. I'm about to finish Abyss and don't even know which Abyss crystal I should pick. Well, I should go for science, but I want Ghost or Corvus, then pick the one that you want to go for. But before you pick any crystal, just decide what is the next best option. That is the best answer how to clear it out. If you don't get the champion that you want, what are the other champions that you'd be super happy with? And then think about which class has more of them. Like, basically going around. So if you have 3 options, write in the one that you want most, then go a line below them, write the champion that you would be very happy with, go for third, and if you can't come up with any, then leave it blank, write in the next 2, and then you can figure out which crystal you probably want the most. How many times have you finished first ever? With ASR, just the once. I think I need to check the forums. For what, my friend? I think ASR has had bad AW season this month. I think it's also to do with meta change. I think Kenobi and ASR just got a bit sloppier, and there is new meta that kind of like led us to make some sillier mistakes, and people aren't quite used to playing without Stubborn. Ultimately, other alliances have started playing better, and it's just something that happened, something to get used to. So we definitely didn't have like a great start either, and ultimately I think it comes down to making silly mistakes. And it's kind of like avalanche effect, where you make 1-2 mistakes and lose a war, and then there's like huge effect of everybody's mindset. New and first guaranteed? I don't know if it's guaranteed, but they're probably gonna end up being first. Which is cool. That means in the space of like 4 seasons we have had 3 different alliances win them, and I like that. Because like ASR won a couple seasons ago, and I think we came second last season, and Noon came in third, and then stuff like that. So I think in last like 3-4 seasons, and basically we're gonna have 3 different champions, which is very good. I like that. That makes war more interesting. Actually, I'm Frost specialty hits very hard. Yes, that is true. That is very true. Okay, so now almost every champ cough, Airwalker no cough. D20 are so fun and good. Even Terex and Molma. Yes, Miltos. Yes. You can also get the CGR. Yeah, there's basic. Well, CGR is in the basic already. CGR is in the basic as far as that. Amber Heard getting fired from Macman 2. My motivation to watch the movie is oh, because of the whole Johnny Depp thing. I think it was Johnny Depp, right? Why is Cyclops called most effective? It's a joke. when a while ago Kabam posted basically a list of most effective champions or something like that, and Cyclops was on that list, even though he was already at that point pretty much a meme. And then Kabam Mike jumped to Cyclops' defense, saying that even though not many people use Cyclops in Alliance Quest, those who do use him very effectively, and he's a very effective champion, and those results would surprise you, or something like that. So anyways, ever since then, and it has been like 4 years or 5 years ago, it has been kind of like a running gag that Cyclops is very effective, and that Kabam Mike likes Cyclops. And that's kind of like the backstory there. One step away from Thronebreaker, rank 3 Sunspot, or Domino, both, and dude, Sunspot. Very frustrating when you realize that people who designed these champs don't actually know how to play the game. I know, right? It definitely does feel like that with some of the champions. Maybe he ran him up too, maybe. Well, but it's just something like basically Kabam Mike said, and everybody made fun of him for it. And it has stuck for many, many years now. Do you do montages? As in, what kind of montage do you mean? What do you mean, montages? Oh, come on, stupid Cyclops. See, he's very effective. But this isn't the Cyclops he was referring to. Any special reason for Sunspot or Domino? Yeah, because if you ever awaken Sunspot, he's gonna be huge prestige. Number 2, because Sunspot basically achieves his full utility potential as a single individual, and you don't ever have to worry about bringing in some sort of synergy teams for him, which is exactly the reason why you are much more likely to actually use Sunspot, let's say in AQ or AW or in a quest team, because when you bring in Sunspot, you just have to bring in Sunspot, not occupy 3 champion slots. So therefore, Sunspot. I used all love juice? Yes. I won't be surprised if it's Kabam Mike has in-game nick. Maybe. We don't know. Just work for most Kabam employees. They don't play the game, and if some of them play it and limited resources, I don't know exactly what the situation there is, but I don't care. So long as I keep making decent game, I don't care. Like, it's annoying if they design a bad champion and they don't even play the game and understand why a champion is bad. But if somebody who doesn't play the game designs a new Dr. Doom, I'm not gonna be pissed off at them. It means they're very, very good at the job. I don't like Domino. I have a Domino rank 3. And I wish I didn't. I don't know why Sunspot isn't called something mean, I really don't. I'm a rank 3 Mojo for my rank 3 Chorangs. Rank 3 Mojo is a cool thing though, by the way. I do like Mojo offensively. I enjoy using him a lot. Oh, come on. Oh, you're the guy who asked me if you should rank your Agent Venom. Well, I bet you're glad that you didn't. How many people says he's not worth rank 5, rank 2, but I love my Sunspot, he is huge and that's fair. If you love your Sunspot, that's perfectly fine. I'm not the biggest Sunspot lover, but as I said, I'd still take him over Domino. If I duped my Sunspot, he would be the next champion I rank up. But I need prestige. You think Dragon Man or Sorcerer Supreme are rank 3 worthy? Yes to both. I think both of them are rank 3 worthy. Actually, that's a decision that I have to make. Whether I want to rank up Sorcerer Supreme or Dragon Man. I use Mojo in almost all variants, it was so fun. I bet it was. Kabambu may be the best, but not most effective. I'm not sure. I don't know really who Kabambu is. I don't go forums much. I think Kabambu is a mod, but I really don't go to forums a lot. So I might be wrong. What's up, Kamal? How are you doing? Hello there, beer guy. Well, hello there, Mr. Shawan. When I first got Agent Venom, I thought he was so cool. He looks quite cool. He should be much better than he is. You rank 3 and unawakened mode? No. For Thronebreaker, maybe. Maybe, I'd think for it. I'd think about it. But Mojo really needs at least 620. Mallman or Hitmonkey Mallman? Hey, what's up, Nayan? Yeah, that burst from Longshot is quite legit. Kebab Mike is the most effective moderator on the forum. Yeah, he does. He can delete posts in blink of an eye. You're absolutely right there. Yeah, Kenobi has lost a whole bunch as well. So, anyways, just gives me even more reason to look forward to next season, right? I was only thinking of rank 3 Agent Venom because at the time he was the only skill champ I had. I understand, but I'm glad you didn't. And then ranked up your Mojo for Thronebreaker. See? Better. Significantly better. What is ASR? I think it's Assassin's Reloaded? Is it? I'm quite sure it's like Assassin's Reloaded. My Lance mate got his Hitmonkey rank 2 and he still only has 22k HP and Man Thing is 30k. Yeah, no, Hitmonkey is tiny health pool. I do not know the story behind that because I don't care for the story about inner workings of Kebab. What do you think? Can I get Labyrinth of Legends easy pass with 455 Falcon? I think it's possible. I don't think I would recommend doing it because I don't think it's smart to do Labyrinth if it will cost you more than a couple hundred units. Have an average 5 stars in the rank 3 and I will be able to be cow. Yeah, why not? 5-star rank 3s are kind of good enough to become cow. If you boost, if you know what you're doing. Mallman, I took my Mallman to rank 3, so I'd say yes. I soloed Modok boss with my Mallman. In Alliance Warden, I use Mallman for a whole bunch of other stuff. Anyways, I say yes, he's rank 3 worthy, even unduped, because I have a rank 3 unduped Mallman. How do you like them apples? How do you like them apples? Well, it's because this stream is later than my normal early streams because it's Sunday. But hey, what's up, Joe? How are you doing? SR used to be Assassins and then create a new lines named Assassins Reloaded. There we go. Just finished exploring 526. G's collector is a pain. Well, yeah, he was. No, there is not a single person alive who enjoys that fight initially. Hitmonkey is Tiny Boy. Yep, he is Tiny Boy. Red Mag's bypass rage. If no, but nothing really bypasses rage damage cap. But you can prevent fury buffs from activating and therefore opponent to go on blockable. But you cannot get around the damage cap. Even Quake can't get around the damage cap. It's kind of like similar interaction with Quake. But in Quake, opponents do not get the furies. Or in Magneto case, opponents have a chance not to gain the furies. But you cannot hit harder than 2.5%. Archangel here. Yes, Archangel can bypass masochism with neurotoxins. Counters to I-bomb under double determination. Quake. No? Yes, Quake. I think Quake. Probably Quake. Warlock. Warlock have been used as well. Or the trick against Immortal Abomination on the double determination is making sure he never throws level 1s and just blocking until you push them to level 2. And once they are level 2, activate that poison aura. Obviously, if you use poison immune, you do not get poisoned, then he runs out of his own poisons all the time. So the key always there is just push Immortal Abomination to level 2s and block all the time and never let him get past. Well, never let him drop a level 1. That's kind of like the key there. Do you have gameplay on your channel? Sorry, I don't know. Do you have gameplay? What? I do have a whole bunch of gameplay on my channel. Mando around. Mando is around still. For sure he is. Had a basketball game yesterday and scored 13 points. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, counters to I-Bomber. Okay, you think Mallman can do mixed MasterCard? Yes, I think Mallman can do mixed MasterCard in AW. Halfway through 7.1, 100%. Now your guy has been incredibly helpful. I'm very happy. I'm very happy, Jack Dax.
My man!
Act 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nice. Act 5, good except Collector and Ultron Boss. Act 6, big oof. Act 7, back to good. Kind of, yeah, I agree with that. Ultron Boss is easy. Ultron Boss is quite easy with a lot of champions. We know what you're doing now. AJ, I have a rank 3 5-star Sunspot in my mini, which hasn't even cleared the Grandmaster. Should I use my Awakening Gem Mutant, not generic? I have heard it's not essential. I'd save it in that case. I'd probably save it for now. My favorite counter for Rage is Black Widow Clairvoyant. Yeah, she can nullify the Furies and she does a very good time. That's a decent option there. Mr. Benny Artist. How about that? Read the works. What do you... I made a video about that yesterday. I made a video exactly what I think about that and what I'm worried about. I do not support it and I do not like that. I think when they rework the champion that is actually being used by part of the community, they should respect that part of the community and make sure that that said champion is still perfectly viable for all the important fights that he was before. I think this is not a buff, it's a change. Damage over time debuff counts in Rage. I don't think so. I don't think they do. They definitely do not trigger the Furies and stuff like that. They might get limited by the max, but I'm quite sure they get around it. Good luck on getting Super Skrull. Thanks, man. Rank 5 duped Kingpin. Kingpin really needs to be duped. So if you really have determined to rank up Kingpin and you love him that much, which I don't, but it's perfectly fair if you do, then take up the 5-star, because Kingpin really does need that dupe in my opinion. Okay. Collecting fight next fight is not that hard. Well, it is hard if you do it with the champions that you're kind of meant to be doing it with. Like maxed out 4-stars at the highest pretty much. Because when it came out, that is who we had to use. That's about as high as our rosters went. It was 4-star champions maxed out only. And not to mention, it's not like we had Cosmic Ghost Raiders and Ghost and stuff like that. We had like all their crappier champions. So looking at the abilities for Mangog, who do you think is good counters? Would be Red Guardian? Probably, but I actually haven't thought too much about counters. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be Captain America Infinity War with a tech champion. Void could be a very good counter because he gains power consistently over time, so you could kind of make sure he never crosses bar power. If he has willpower, possibly Warlock. We'll see. My name's confusing. It's all good now. Don't worry. I'm just gonna call you Mr. Artist. Morning, Katie. I have only explored 6.1 of Act 6 so far, but I'm started to slowly chip away at 7.1 exploration on the path, and I have the chance for. Do you think it makes sense? Yes. I think that there will be many people who approach Act 6 like you do and do it as late as possible. I think ultimately there will be many people who maybe explore Act 5, explore Act 7, Act 8 comes out, and only then at some point goes back to Act 6, because everybody hates Act 6. I'm not saying it's that bad, but I'm saying that people hate it that much. But yes, don't think anybody's blaming you for wanting to try and exploring 7.1 first. Okay, let's go smack this guy. Yeah, exactly. I think many people will go back to Act 6 when there's like rank 4 and rank 5 6-stars. Just to kind of like, you know. But then they're gonna be pissed off that 6.2 has 5-star gates in them. Still stuck on 631? Ouch, sorry to hear that. What gets you stuck there? It's okay, I'll cheer you on. Let's heal block the slacker. Easy money. Heal blocks. Smack. There we go. 51 million. Not too bad, not too bad. So I have grinded 7 point something million today so far. Not bad, and we're still not done. Hey, I'm putting up decent scores only using my 6 stars. Well, that black bolt is actually quite annoying for Medusa boss. Don't you think? I think it is. I think that black bolt is quite annoying. With life cycle and stuff. My plan is to chill on this game for a month and then get end of the month. Yeah, that's fair. That's a legit plan. It's always important not to overdo it and not to burn yourself out. Well, the Archangel is and Sim Supreme are also very, very, very good for that boss. Nick Fury is quite great for that boss. Warlock was awesome, but yeah, I think Archangel is overall probably the best one. I think. Doom destroys that black bolt. Fair enough. There was no Dr. Doom when I did it the first time, so maybe. Same plan, artist. Everybody's saving up now. Yeah, I do think that we're gonna see some like Medusa, Sparky, Hype, and most of the others as 6 stars. I don't think we're gonna see Quake as 6 star. I do think most of the champions are coming in slowly but surely as 6 stars. No Archangel. Nick Fury. Nick Fury can work very well. Just need to be careful with that buffet and it eating the Fury buff. Nick Fury only viable after being duped. Well, he can do stuff unduped, but I would never rank up him to any serious rank unduped. Using him, like, it's kind of like taking 40% of the champion and saying this is good enough. And 40% of Nick Fury is still better than 100% of many other champions. But, I don't know, it's just, I would not do that. Like an OG Ghost Rider can definitely have 6 stars? Yeah, exactly. The 6 stars that could have massive, massive, massive impacts on the game currently that aren't out yet are Hyperion, Magic. I think those are probably some of the most influential 6 stars that are left there. I don't think Blade or Ghost Rider would like matter much. There's something else that isn't a 6 star that should be. In options for this yellow jacket that isn't Fury. A proper 9-time day gun. He's metal, so I heard that Magneto shreds him. I heard that Magneto can shred the guy. Yeah, and Dupnik is still probably better than 50% of other champions. That is true. How do you sign up for Marvel Insider? Well, you need to have like a VPN or something, so they think that you're in USA, and then just go to Marvel Insider and sign up. And here's the baby hood, my 6-star baby hood. The subject of controversy. I don't have a VPN, we'll get one. You can get some for free. 100 suicides, I have Sig 90, rank 4 Omega Red, and Undupe, rank 4 Iceman. Who should I use for the 6.32 Nick Fury boss? You can use Omega Red there, and if you want, I'd probably use Omega Red, but here is what I do, and let me explain. Because that Nick Fury there has a node that makes you bleed if you hit his block, and that effectively is what you want to do with Omega Red. You want to make him bleed. Do you think 6.3 would be better with suicides? I think I did most of 6.3 with suicides. Yes. And even Hood has nice animations. Well, the thing is, his combos used to be very fluid. They used to be too fluid to a point that Hood was one of the very, very few champions in the game that could finish a combo and go into the next combo without opponent being able to respond if opponent was under bar power. Because obviously if they were over bar power, they could smack you in the face. But Hood could effectively do like 10 hit combos or 15 hit combos because his animations used to be that fluid. Kabam, technically, if you look at it that way, already have nerfed Hood once, and they took that away from him. Like, you could literally start a fight with Hood and just keep hitting the opponent till they reach a bar power. There was nothing they could do about it. Just saying, it was the thing. Not saying it was right or wrong. Saying Kabam did that. Use Colossus and hype for that. Yeah, I think I have soloed the guy with Colossus as well at some point. For free-to-play players, what is the first Carbonadium Mastery to get after Willpower? I'd probably go for Despair. That's Carbonadium, right? Probably go for Despair myself. Toot Kabam, double Hood nerf. Kind of. Well, kind of. I mean, like, it's another, like, it's obviously it wasn't, like, meant or intended like that. But it was happening in the game for a very, very long time. Could do that for, like, well over a year. After Willpower, Division, after Willpower. Okay, question about refills. 9 paths away from Act 6, 100% exploration. Should I use? Yes, you can use your units and energy refills if you want to. If you're exploring a big piece of content, using some units and energy shouldn't be much of an issue. No more free mastery, redo week or mastery deal. Apparently, I forgot about the speech. Yeah, I know, it's very sad. It should just be free, period. I think. Remember when She-Hulk, Spider-Man, Carnage, and Venom were? Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember all of that time. Including Colossus and Magneto, yeah? Yeah, I also remember when everybody said Longshot was going to get nerfed. And now nobody hardly... Well, people hardly use Longshot. Husky coming in with a fiver. Thank goodness. I thought I will have to finish the stream, go back to my girlfriend and say to her that I failed to get her taco money. She wanted tacos and I said I need to get some stream going so we can go and get some tacos. So thank you very much, Fusky, for my taco fiber. That will get a taco for my girlfriend.
Fusky $5. Hey KT, how's it going? Pulled 6 Guardian yesterday. Is he rank 2 worthy unduped? I have the 5 at rank 4 Sig 160. Thanks.
No, unfortunately. Well, he's better than half attack champions unduped anyways, and there are plenty of things that he would do, but the problem with Guardian is that he really needs a high sync. He needs at least that 160 and 170 for his X-ray tilties to become useful. So I personally would not rank up Guardian until he's duped and until such time when I can actually realistically take him to a high sync. Yeah. Because at that point, 5 stars more useful. It's kind of like Namor. Or more. Except Guardian has more utility in his base kit like Namor does. But realistically, if you had a 6-star unduped Namor or a 5-star Sig 160 Namor, which one you rank up? Enjoy your tacos, thank you very much. Colossus has always been good. Well, not quite now. Was he though? Was he though? When is next level up? I do not know. I actually missed one. Because I would have been able to like get the milestones because I got that new 3-star Super Skrull. So that's a champion that I could have ranked. White Guardian, Red Guardian, Cap. Okay. Void Guardian, Red Guardian, Cap America, Infinity War, and Dupe. Who is better? Cap America, Infinity War. Because he still gets all that tankiness ability to nullify the Unstoppables and the other bunch. So out of all of those, I'd probably value the Cap Infinity War more. But I do not recommend ranking up any of them unduped. Yeah, probably that. Caps ability, accuracy reduction, special. Yeah, I also think so. I think it's very neat. I also think what is very underrated about Cap Infinity War is his quick heavy attack, because under regular circumstances, his heavy attack is fast enough to do both hits whilst opponents are still parry stand. And that means that if you can parry the opponent, you can effectively ignore evade and a whole bunch of other effects that could otherwise be annoying, because throughout the entire duration of heavy attack, well, opponents are stunned, and with that, where am I going with this? Yeah, I just find it useful because that is how you often play Cap Infinity War anyways, like parry heavy. So in my book, he often kind of like works as a pseudo evade counter as well. Convert Cap Infinity War just solid damage, still unduped, and great block proficiency. Took mine out before. Well, yeah, I don't quite recommend investing in unduped Captain Americas, but he's still unawakened better than many champions in the game. A 6-star name on unduped too. Haven't touched him yet, lol. Well, that is quite similar situation, I think, as it is there with Guardian. Cap Infinity War is amazing for Footloose and Act 6. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Just pulled Apocalypse from 6-star feature. Nice. Congrats, man. That's a very good pull. I'm a bit jealous of that. That's a pull I would like to get, but I haven't yet. Damn you, Kabam. Venom's Heavy very quick. It's quite quick, yes. Venom's Heavy was one of those. Actually, Venom you can... Yeah, Venom's Heavy is very quick. Took 6-star Archangel to rank 2 unduped, and he's still a beast. I wasn't going to, but I'm glad I did. Can't wait for the dupe. Yeah, I know. I'm in exactly the same boat where I'm really impatiently waiting for a dupe on my 6-star Archangel. I have a maxed out 5-star, and obviously it's perfectly fine and working wonderful. But everybody wants a 6-star rank 3 AA, no? What champs would not work with suicides? Oh, there's a bunch of champions that really don't like suicide masteries. The thing is, when you're talking about like an individual fight or two, you can most of the time use any champion with suicide masteries. Like if you bring, I don't know, Dr. Doom to counter Annihilus in a path on Act 6. You can easily do that with suicide masteries. Yes, Dr. Doom is not a suicide friendly champion, but you can get through 1, 2, 3 fights. Yes, you're gonna lose some health, but whatever. But the problem is when you bring in a champion that doesn't work with suicides that you plan to use for like 5, 6 fights on the path. And that's like where is the difference. So if you have like broad enough roster, you can easily run suicide masteries for vast majority of the content, and even use the champions that are not quote unquote meant for them. Just lose a bit of health and you're gonna be fine anyways. It doesn't matter when you finish the quest. When you finish the quest with a team where everybody's health is at 100%, or whether you finish with a team where everybody's health is at 60%. What if I use AA against Warlock? Then you're not a very bright man, my friend. You should not do that. Yeah, my AA was only at rank 4. Well, fair enough then. Fair enough. Is it placebo or is it easier to intercept with Venom? It's placebo. Venom's, I think, aggressive kind of character posture gives you more confidence during the fight. I think it's definitely a placebo. Oh, it's full moon. I like full moon Moon Knight. I like full moon Moon Knight. Did you guys see? Oh, come on. Really? How did you block this? How did you block this? There you go. Excited about the Angela buff? How about you? Yes, Angela buff is also something. Like, my problem with Angela buff is that I don't have a 6-star Angela. But I am very excited because I have quite sig.
Fusky $2. I am excited about the Angela buff. How about you?
But I have quite high sig 5-star, and I might end up taking this 5-star up because I think if her sig works well, and how I hope it will, I think then she might be a bit of a beast, because then she could be an answer to like Biohazard, Caustic Temper, and a whole bunch of other crazy stuff. So yeah, and I am waiting for Angela as well, for sure. Evil Warrior could be quite interesting as well if his playstyle comes together well enough. Yeah, I have 6-star Angela. I do not, unfortunately. What do you think cutoff will be? Like low 40s probably. Do you use password manager? No. You run suicides, is it better to go special 3, special 2, or special 1, special 2 with Guardian? If you run suicides, it's better to do special 3, special 2. Venom is one of the few champions who feels like he should have massive scale. Yes, definitely. Oh, 5-star Daredevil Hell's Kitchen has skill awakening gem. Does he need his? Yes, but I would not maybe immediately invest in it. See if you like Daredevil Hell's Kitchen as he is. But he's a champion that needs high sig, yes. Who would you take up both unduped Red Mags or Colossus rank 3 or neither? I would take up Red Mags probably. I would not take up Colossus unduped. My pulls from this feature have been Man-Thing, Ronan, CGR, Falcon, Dupe, and Apocalypse. I think I can, should be. Yeah, you're ahead. Quit while you're ahead. There's a neurotoxin still. No. You need Archangel duped to block healing. I just become uncollected. Nice, fast. Congratulations, my friend. I think you're safe. I don't think I'm gonna grind at a point more. I think he's gonna go for low 40s Fuji. Will Guardian be able to pull time stream path in 6, 4, 5? I have never tried it. I'm not sure. Generic 5-star Warlock or Cap Infinity were. Generic 5-star to Warlock or Void Captain. Probably Void still, I think. Allow my rank 2 Venom. If I could get a TFI Cosmic, I would have no problem getting him to rank 3. That's fair. That's fair. I am thinking of maybe taking up my Carnage rank, to be honest. But that is it for today. We have been going for 2 hours. I have finished up with my 6 stars, so I'm done with my arena grind for the day. I'm gonna go and get something to eat before I get to work on making a hopefully quite interesting video. But yeah, we are here and we are done for the day. Later on this evening, I don't think I'm gonna be doing another like full-on live stream, but we have KT time. We have KT time where we're gonna be going over the buffs and what we think and what we like and what we will look out for and stuff like that, and this whole hood situation, a whole bunch of other stuff. So KT time later today and some more videos on the channel. But for now, you guys have been amazing and I got skedoodle because I have the munchies. So yeah. Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the